Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have my big Christmas wish list unboxing. I am so excited. So first off, of course, I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart everybody who has gifted me something for Christmas. I am, of course, as always, so grateful, so thankful to have so many kind and generous people in this community who are just honestly sweet enough to send me a gift. So thank you so much. I know that a lot of these gifts are from my patrons as well, and I would just like to take this opportunity to also thank my patrons for their support throughout the year of 2021 and beyond that. You guys, you know, you go above and beyond, and I am, of course, so grateful for your guys' support. And then on top of that, as well as that support, choosing to send me a gift. Like, honestly, you do too much. And then, of course, this is the last time that I'm going to talk to you guys before Christmas, so I do hope that you all have a wonderful Christmas, a happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. I hope that you just all have a great time, that you're spoiled, and most importantly, that you guys are all loved. I don't think this video needs any further introduction. I can't remember if I mentioned it, but I think we have 23 boxes in total to go through today, so I am just going to get started. I am so excited. I always stack these every year under the tree, and I love this video. I love filming this video so much, and I will never be able to say thank you enough to everybody who's contributed to this, or even just if you just watch my videos, if you just like them, if you comment on them, even if you don't do any of that, if you're just a silent watcher, I thank you all for everything that you do for me each and every year on this platform. But enough of all of that soppy stuff. I just don't know when to start when I film these unboxings. We're gonna crack on with this, starting with this one, which when I was doing the thumbnail, it kind of exploded, so it feels like this is a good one to start with. We have two books in this one. I will be getting the gift notes out first, if possible, which are all scrunched to the bottom. But this one is from the lovely April. Thank you so much, April. And we have two notes. One says, hope you have a wonderful and relaxing holiday. I'm hoping as soon as like the actual Christmas days are over with, because I'm hosting, I am hoping to have a very relaxing Christmas, fingers crossed. And the other wish list says, making up for the last couple of years that I got to enjoy your videos but wasn't able to gift anything, so now I get to spoil you. Thank you so much, April. So there's two books in here. I've just seen what one of them is, and it is A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So this one is a fantasy romance. It's indie, and it is the first book in the prequel series to the Blood and Ash series. So the Blood and Ash series follows a girl called Poppy who is about to ascend. She ascends at like her 19th birthday, and she is something called the Maiden, so she's never to be looked upon and never to be touched. And the love interest in those books is a guy called Hawk, who has been tasked with guarding her up until her ascension. Now, I can't really tell you what the fantasy / paranormal elements in it are, because you do kind of find out throughout the book, so I don't really like to say. But the plot does thicken substantially throughout the series, and eventually we get to a part where some gods start to get involved. And this series is the Flesh and Fire series, and it is going to be following some of the gods that we meet in the third book in the Blood and Ash series. Did not have a good time with the third book in the Blood and Ash series, but I'm hoping that I enjoyed this one a little bit more. She's a chunky one. She's big. She's 630-ish pages, but hopefully I'll be able to get to this soon, because I do want to read it before the fourth Blood and Ash book comes out. And the other one is... oh, this is Gleam by Raven Kennedy. This is one of the books in the Plated Prisoner series. Is it book 2 or is it book 3? This one, it does not say. It may be book 3. But the Plated Prisoner series is a King Midas retelling. So we're following this girl who is the prisoner of King Midas, and she is gold herself. She has been gold touched and her entire body is gold. So she's kept as like a trophy. Midas doesn't treat her very well at all. He doesn't treat anyone very well. He's a bit of a dick, and she has very mixed feelings towards him. Like, he saved her when she was a lot younger, so she feels like she owes him, and she feels affection for him, or like for the man he was before he was a king. But as a king, he's not so great. And the first book in the series, I have not stopped thinking about it since I finished reading it, because I thought, like, when I found out it was a King Midas retelling, I definitely thought it was going to be a certain way. But now, having finished that book, I don't think it's a King Midas retelling in the way that I thought it was. So I'm so excited to continue this series, and I think the last book is out in 2022 as well. So thank you very much, April, for those. I'm just going to add as well, the gift note says that it's the third book in the series. Completely missed the strip. This one is from Vish, who is another one of my patrons and also has a booktube channel, which I will link below. Anyone who has channels, I will link them in my description box if you want to check everyone out. Thank you very much, Vish, for gifting me. Oh, Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. This is the second or third book, here we go again, in the second era of Mistborn. Here we go. This is the second one, so I have the Alloy of Law, but I've just started. I'm like halfway through Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, which is the final book in first era Mistborn. So I want to have this series because they're a lot shorter than the first Mistborn books as well. I want to have them so that I can continue soon, because I believe that the fourth one of these is coming out in July next year as well. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Mistborn, it is the first series in Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere, and we're following this guy called Kelsey, who is trying to overthrow the final empire. And the premise of the series is like, what if the Dark Lord won? And they're trying to overthrow this guy who's been in power for 1,000 years. So he puts together this team from the social underclass of allomancers, who are people who can ingest metals and harness their abilities, and they're aiming to overthrow the evil emperor, essentially. So first era Mistborn, I think, wraps up, obviously I'm like halfway through the last book, I haven't finished it yet, but I think it wraps up that entire plot line, and this is set sometime in the future, although I don't know how far past the end of the first era this is set. And I believe it is a western, and we're following Wax and Wayne, so excited to get to these as well, because I can't lie, the idea of a western I'm not that into, but I've read all of the Cosmere now, aside from second era Mistborn and Rhythm of War, so I know that I like Brandon Sanderson. This one is from Gemma, another one of my patrons. Thank you very much, my love. Merry Christmas, Becca. Thank you for all the sprints and bringing Spike and Giles into my life. We're doing a Buffy watch along in my Patreon. Love this book and think you will too. Hope you have a great Christmas, from Gemma. Thank you so much, my lovely. This one is shiny, so maybe an indie. Oops. Is it the second guild book, maybe? It is. So this one is Glint, which is the sequel to Guild and comes before Gleam. This one is much more manageable. I was concerned for a second that all of the books that I had to read were going to be, I thought this was bound upside down then for some reason, but it was literally just my brain. So I'm very confused about what happened with my eyes and my brain there. But obviously I don't need to explain this one because I explained it when we opened Gleam, but thank you so much, Gemma. This one is from Naomi. It says, hope you like it. I just read The Wicker King by the same author and I loved it. Best wishes from Italy, from Naomi. Thank you so much. This one is The Way of the Stars by Katherine. Ta-da! Oh, it's very textured. Like the things that look like sound bites, I don't know if they are, but they're matte and everything else is shiny. So this is, I think that this is only the second novel that Katherine has written. I did read The Wicker King earlier this year and I really enjoyed it. And I wanted to read this one. I actually wanted to read this one before The Wicker King, but I believe that they're either vaguely connected or there's an Easter egg in here for The Wicker King, so I definitely wanted to be able to pick up on that connection. But I don't actually really know what this is about, but I really love The Wicker King. So this one says 10 million light years from now, bathed in the radiation of a time without time, are the bones of a girl who loved Ryan Bird. Okay, I am already obsessed. Okay, so it's a romance that contains space travel. So one of them wants to travel through space and the other one's mother is an astronaut. Sounds nice. We have stenciled edges on here, which I didn't expect. Before we continue, I'm actually gonna pause. I was supposed to get myself a festive beverage and I didn't. Okay, I'm back, and this is a very large glass of Bailey's, so pray for me, especially because I have my booster injection on the morning of filming this video, so I'm not feeling 100% to start off with, so I feel like I'm gonna have many regrets. I'm also kind of paranoid that when I'm filming this video, I'm gonna unearth some like Christmas presents for other people that I've bought that I've just put in this pile and forgot that I ever ordered. But the next one is from Meg. Thank you so much, my love. It says, Merry Christmas. I would have added chocolate, but honestly have blanked on what chocolate you like. All chocolate is the only appropriate answer to that. Thanks for all the content and keep it up for next year. I can't wait to see what you do, from Meg. Thank you. And Meg has sent me a Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers, which is a monk and robot book. Now, I have to admit, don't really know what this is about, but I keep forgetting that this book exists, and I really like Becky Chambers. I've read To Be Totally Fortunate and the first 3 books in the Wayfarer series. I haven't read the 4th book yet just because I want it in paperback, and it hasn't been released in paperback yet, but I will be getting on that as soon as it is, because that is one of my favorite series. I love that. And I just kept forgetting about this, so I wanted to make sure that I had it so that I would remember that it exists and actually finally read it. The synopsis of this one says, it's been centuries since the robots of Panga gained self-awareness and laid down their tools, centuries since they wandered en masse into the wilderness never to be seen again, centuries since they faded into myth and urban legend. One day the life of a teen monk is appended by the arrival of a robot there to honor the old promise of checking in. The robot has one question: what do people need? But the answer to that question depends on who you ask and how. They're going to need to ask it a lot. Cute. I really love Becky Chambers. She writes very like socially relevant stories in a sci-fi like futuristic setting, which I really love, and her books are just so comforting to me. There's something about them that's just so warming to read, and I don't expect this to be any different. This one is from G, but not Book Rose G. It says, Merry Christmas, Becca. Hope the upcoming year is awesome. Love, G. Thank you so much, my love. This one is Fans of Morning by Brandon Sanderson. So I think that this one is going to be book 3, Mistborn Era 2. Yes, so I now own every book in the Cosmere that has currently been published, as far as I'm aware. And actually that's a lie, because I don't own the most recent of the Stormlight novellas, now that I think of it. I have one, I think I have Dawn Shard, or do I have Edge Dancer? Whichever one's the newer one I don't have, but I have the other one in Arcanum Unbounded. Oh, I think this one from Cleo. So this one does not have a gift note in it, but the lovely Cleo, who is another one of my patrons, said that she was sending me something and that when it arrived, not to keep it somewhere warm, and I said that I would write her name on the package and then completely forgot. But this is a box of Gillian chocolate, which, oh my god, I love Gillian chocolate. Praline is life. Meg wanted to know like what chocolate I enjoy. I really enjoy Gillian. So thank you so much to Cleo, if this is indeed from Cleo. If not, then thank you. But I'm pretty sure this is Cleo. Have another little sippy sip. I love Christmas. Okay, so this one, surprisingly, because these are not in any sort of order, they're in a pile on the floor. This is also from Cleo. It says, hey Becca, love spending time with you and the rest during Buffy. Only way I'll ever get through Angel. Some Belgian sweets should also arrive from Cleo, and yes, I believe that the Gillian is Belgian, isn't it? Yes, so yeah, they are from Cleo. Thank you so much, my love. And Cleo has sent me Straight On Till Morning by KG Sutton. Oh my god, I am friends with Kelsey. I love Kelsey with all of my soul. Kelsey sent me an arc of this, and this is a smutty Peter Pan retelling. It's indie, it's self-published. Honestly, go support Kelsey. She writes one of my favorite series ever, which is Fortuna Swarm. But this one is a standalone smutty Peter Pan retelling where Wendy's family have fallen on hard times. Everyone's a little bit older, obviously, because it's adult and smutty, but Wendy's family have fallen on hard times, and Peter has been visiting her and trying to get her to go to Neverland, but she keeps saying no because she has to look after her family. However, one day a wealthy woman approaches her and tells her that if she assassinates Peter, the wealthy woman will help her family out of this financial situation that they've ended up in. So Wendy agrees and heads to Neverland to kill Peter Pan. I really enjoyed this. I don't like Peter Pan as a story, but I love Peter Pan as a character because he just honestly, he breaks my heart. So I really loved this smutty retelling, and I'm so excited. This has never happened to me before. Okay, look here. I'm in the acknowledgement. Honestly, this just makes my life. This has never happened to me before. So thank you so much to Kelsey for putting me in the acknowledgements of this book, because it makes me real happy. So this one is from Tracy. Thank you so much, Tracy. Tracy is honestly just a wonderful, lovely, supportive person who I adore. And this one is Blood of Dragons by Robin Hobb, and the note just says Happy Christmas. Thank you so much, Tracy. So this one is book 4 of the Rainwild Chronicles. I have a book club called Catch Up Book Club. We are currently doing Elderling along, where we read all of the books in the realm of the Elderlings, and we are up to, like, the next book that we're going to be reading is the second book in this series, and that is the last of the Hobb books that I own. So thank you so much to Tracy for sending this to me, because I am going to need it very soon. And then the live show for this one is going to be in March, so very, very soon. And this is the last book in the 4th series in the realm of the Elderlings, and I can't say too much about it because this series and what it's about is kind of a spoiler for the live ship traders. But the premise of the series surrounds a group of dragons who a bunch of humans said that they would look after. However, the dragons are getting a bit rowdy, so the humans are getting fed up with them, and the dragons are not enjoying their environment anymore. So a group of dragon keepers, who are essentially people who have pretty much nobody who will miss them, which is real sad, but this group of dragon keepers are gathered and sent to transport the dragons elsewhere where everybody will be happier. Oh, I just glimpsed what this one is. This one is from Catherine. It says, love your videos, you always cheer me up. I hope you enjoyed this book. From Kat, aka Stitchy Bookworm on YouTube and Insta. Thank you so much, my love. This one is City of Dragons by Robin Hobb, so book 3 in the Romewell Chronicles. More of this. Something extra in here. Linda! Linda! This says, Merry Christmas, Becca. I figure you probably don't need any books, so I thought you might like the option to get, you put a gift card in this again, haven't you, Linda? Oh my god. Thanks for everything you do. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season and new year. If any of you guys have been following my channel for any length of time, y'all know who Linda is. Thank you so much, my love. The other note from Linda says, Merry Christmas, Becca. I need to buy you something from your wish list to get you the other item. I've heard good things about it and I hope you like it. So the book, I did feel something else in here, but the book is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I'm really excited about this book. This is the first book in the first Law universe. So I haven't looked into Joe Abercrombie too much yet because I have a feeling, like if you guys have been joining me recently for any kind of live shows or anything, you may have heard this talked about, but I don't want to give it away just yet in case it doesn't happen. But essentially there's a possibility that I'm going to be reading this at some point in the next year for a reason, and for that reason I haven't looked into it too much, but I've heard great things about it. And I think that this is a universe. Like Brandon Sanderson has a Cosmere, Robin Hobb has the Realm of the Elderlings. There are 3 books in the First Law series, I think, and then more that are like set in the universe. But Joe Abercrombie's known as Lord Grimdark. You all know that I love a grimdark fantasy. And this one, without going into the super dense synopsis, is about a guy called Logan Ninefingers, who is an infamous barbarian. So I'm really excited to get to this one. Thank you so much, Linda. And then the other thing that Linda got me, again, Linda got me one of these for my birthday as well, an Amazon gift card. Once again, Linda, you do too much, but I am, as always, incredibly appreciative. So this feels kind of chunky. Ooh. We got 2 books in here. See what one of them is, and I think the other is a contemporary romance, which I'm really in the mood for. I've been watching Christmas rom-coms, like I'm obsessed with Christmas rom-coms right now. So I've been in the mood to read contemporary romance, which is interesting because I haven't been for a while. But this one is from Caitlyn. It says, early Christmas present, enjoy, from Caitlyn, for both of them. So thank you so much, Caitlyn. But the first one that I've seen is Ace of Spades by Farina BK Iamide, I think, but I believe it's about this private academy or like prestigious school, and 2 black kids go there. I think everybody else is white, so we have a lot of racial prejudice in here as well, and I also think that somebody is out to get them. Essentially, I've heard nothing but good things about this, and I want to see what the hype is. I think I added this to my wish list when I was reading Atlas 6 as well, so I was really into that super like prestigious school dark academia vibe. And the other one is Undercover Bromance by Liz K. Adams. This is one of the books in the Bromance book club series, which is a series of contemporary romances. I've read the first book, and that one is about this guy who is he a star? Is it baseball? Star baseball player, and he's been having some troubles in his marriage, and himself and his wife are going to get a divorce. However, he still loves her, kind of realizes that he's been taking her for granted. The whole argument comes to a head when she confesses that he's never given her an orgasm, and he's just like devastated, and they're getting a divorce, but he decides that he wants to win her back. There is a book club in this town that is all guys, and they read romance novels to understand women and how to treat the women in their life right, or like in romantic ways when they don't really understand like the romantic ways that women want to be treated. It's super cheesy, super on the nose in a lot of ways, but I had a really good time reading the first book. Didn't blow me away. It wasn't one of those contemporary romances where I was like, oh my god, wow, but it was just like a real good time, you know. So I want to continue the series, and I think, is this the one about the Russian? Yes, this is the one about the Russian, and it is the second, it's the second book in the series, so it's the next one I can read. Honestly, making this video is just making me so excited to read. But at the minute I'm still in Christmas prep mode, so I'm just running around like headless chicken, and I don't have a whole ton of time to read my books. I'm telling you, end of December, beginning of January, I am gonna be on it. So this one has 2 in it again. I'm so excited. And this is from Sydney, who is another one of my patrons. Thank you so much. This one says, Merry Christmas, Becca. I've read her Bridge Kingdom series, so we have Danielle L. Jensen in here, and I've been interested in reading this one, so I figured figured it was a good one to gift you. And the other one says, Merry Christmas, Becca. This is my first year as part of your Patreon and I've had such an amazing time. Thank you, my love. This one is first book in the first book in the Stolen Songbird Kingdom. No. The first one in the Malediction trilogy. Stolen Songbird is the first book. Finally got that out. So I've read the Bridge Kingdom series by this author and I really enjoyed it. I'm waiting for the third book to be released. I think it's out on Audible but not in print yet, and I'm like real picky about audio. So this one, is this the Troll one? I think it might be, because she has this series and the Dark Shores series that I haven't read, and I was asking which one I should go with and a lot of people said this one. This is a series about trolls and I think there's some sort of prophecy or like agreement between two people, and the main character has to go and like marry a troll. It says a prophecy is spoken of a union that will set the trolls free, and when Cecile is stolen away to fulfill it, she enters a world that is both magical and deadly. I essentially wanted this because I want to read more from Danielle L. Jensen. You guys recommended that I go with Stolen Songbird, and so I didn't really look into it. And the second book from Sydney looks like a contemporary romance, and it is The Brightest by Helen Huang. This one's a sequel to The Kiss Quotient, and this one is about a woman. Does she want her son to get married? So the main male character's mother wants him to get married, so she goes to Vietnam to find him the perfect bride, and she brings a girl back with her to seduce her son, hoping that they will get married. And I think the girl is doing it because she needs money, and I think she might have a kid that she's left in Vietnam. I really enjoyed The Kiss Quotient for the romance elements, but I had a hard time with it because I didn't expect it to deal with such heavy topics. All of the books in this series have autism rep in them, and the way that it was done in The Kiss Quotient, I believe like a lot of you guys told me, was very realistic, but I just wasn't prepared going into it that it was going to upset me so much with some of the things that it dealt with. And I believe all of the books in this series are the same, so now that I'm better prepared and I know that about them, I definitely think that I'm going to enjoy The Brightest a little bit more. It's just The Kiss Quotient completely took me by surprise because I thought it was just going to be like a fun feel-good romance, but it was a little bit heavier than that in a lot of elements, so I'm definitely more prepared now, and I think that this is in my Inner Circle Patreon jar as well, so I will definitely be getting to this at some point. Well, I will anyway with all of these books, but what I guess I mean there's more of a chance I'll be getting to this one sooner rather than later. This one is from Harry, another one of my patrons. Thank you, my love. It says, he. Hope you enjoy, Becca. Okay, what is this? What have you sent me? Is it smut? It's All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. So like, not smut, but it's romance. You guys know, or a lot of you guys know, hello if you're new here, I am a big fan of Colleen Hoover. I have been for quite some time. When I'm going into a contemporary story, I love them to be wild, angsty and dramatic, and Colleen Hoover just delivers that for me. Like, just the most unbelievable romances with the wildest plot twists, and her books are always a good time. So I believe that this one is a second chance romance about a couple who've been married for a good like 5-10 years, and their relationship, like their marriage just isn't as good as their relationship was, so they're trying to fix it and find their way back to each other essentially. I hate these cardboard sleeves. Oh, we have two in here, which I didn't expect because it's like a little box. But oh no, one is chocolate. Okay, maybe I've been hitting the Baileys too hard already. This one is from Harry again. Thank you again, my love. Merry Christmas, just a little something to say thanks for the happiness your channel and Discord has brought. Thank you very much. So the one that I mistook for a book that wasn't a book was chocolate. It's Tony's Chocolonely, which once again, Meg, Tony's Chocolonely is also one of my favorite chocolates. I don't know what it is, just something about it. It's real nice. Like the piece is like real thick. And the book is The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince by Robin Hobb. This one is a novella, the ideal reading order. You read this one after the Farsia trilogy, and it's just like a little bit of lore, like a little fairy tale from the world. I actually think this is really well done. I personally don't really like novellas because they're too short. Like they lack enough for me to really love them, but I gave this 5 stars. So half of it is The Willful Princess, half is the Piebald Prince, and how they tie together, and they also have like they impact the plot of the series, like that it's actually relevant to the main plot of the realm of the Elderlings as well. I have just knocked this dramatically when I changed the battery, so I apologize for the inconsistency in this video, but we're nearly there. We have 7 left, I think, although I am going to check that I haven't missed any when we're done. This one's a weird box. This one is from Farina. Thank you very much, my love. This one says, enjoy your gift. I'm sure I will. because it's Crazy Stupid Bromance by Alyssa K. Adams again. So this one, who does this one follow? Alexis and her cat cafe, Tobeans. That's such a good name for a cat cafe. And it is computer genius Noah from the Bromance Book Club. And is this number 3? I can't turn pages anymore. It doesn't say, it doesn't have the series thing at the beginning, but there's only 2 book covers on the back, so I would assume that this one is book 3 in the Bromance Book Club. So thank you very much, Farina. Oh, not again. Okay, we're bringing you in closer. My fringe is getting wilder the longer this video continues. I don't want to jinx myself, but Amazon have done very well with the gift notes this time. They all have notes in. This one is from April again. Thank you. It says, thanks for all the time and effort you put into your channel. Appreciate it, from April. Thank you, my lovely. This one is The Blood is Love by Karina Halley. So this is the sequel to Black Sunshine, which I didn't have a great time with. I didn't love that book, but there was something about it that made me want to pick up the sequel, which is this. So Black Sunshine is about this girl who is a vampire, but she doesn't know she's a vampire. She doesn't know anything about supernatural stuff at all. But her parents were vampires and her adoptive parents are witches, and her adoptive parents murdered her real parents and took her in and adopted her. And she's coming to the age where she's going to turn into a vampire, and this other big dark brooding vampire kidnaps her. And the first book is just about her learning about vampires and turning into one. Many things I didn't like about the first book. One of them being kinda that it didn't really have a plot, but there was a hint of a plot there, and I'm excited to see how it continues. And I think I enjoyed the last 100 pages more than I enjoyed the beginning of the book, and I think that this is only going to be a duology, so I definitely wanted to pick up the sequel and finish it out. And I also think that this is a shorter book, so I mean, not too much damage done there. But thank you so much to April for sending this one to me. Hokey cokey, we're on to the bigger ones now. This one is from Beth, my love. Hello, still hate ya. It's Merry Christmas, Becca. Thank you for introducing me to the loves of my life, aka Spike and Giles. As you can tell from these notes, we have a lot of good times watching Buffy. Couldn't not get you both. You better enjoy them, otherwise Nathaniel will be upset. Nathaniel is Beth's partner. I think that these are Red Rising related. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited to read these. And there's also rumors that the last book in this second trilogy is going to be out later this year. There's like one website that's like teased a release, even though nothing has officially been announced. And I'm so hoping that they are. So I read the Red Rising series earlier this year, not really knowing what to expect. Really enjoyed Red Rising. It was good. I liked it towards the end. The first half was a little bit rough. And then Golden Sun was my favorite book of the year. And before I knew it, I was obsessed with this series. I didn't want to read these books until I knew when the last one was coming out, because the way that Pierce Brown delivers cliffhangers in this series and impactful stuff, like he's not afraid to just kill people. I always admire that in an author. So I didn't want to read these until the last one was coming out, or at least like I had a date for it, and then possible date was teased, so I knew I needed these ready for when we had a final date for this series. So the Red Rising series follows a guy called Darrow who's a red, and in this world we have a class system that's based on color. Reds are right at the bottom and golds are right at the top, and the reds are essentially being treated as slaves. However, they think that they're doing something worthwhile. They're mining for, is it helium something, or just helium, which is a resource that the people of the universe need to terraform the planets. And they think they're doing this so that people can escape the dying planet Earth, move to the solar system, start a new civilization, and not become extinct. Like, they think they're saving lives. However, one day Darrow finds out that actually the planets have been terraformed. They've been terraformed for a long time, and his people are essentially being used as slaves. So he goes undercover with this rebel group and infiltrates the Golds. I love it so much. The drama, oh my god, such a dramatic series. Absolutely obsessed. Love Severo and Victor and Ragnar. Guys, I'm a big fan. I already want to reread the Red Rising series. So I think book 4, or the first book in the second trilogy, it follows the same characters, I think about 10-20 years after the end of Morningstar. And I think, oh god, this is for the Howlers. Yeah, book 4 is Iron Gold. Book 5 is Dark Age, and this one is a chunker. This one, oh god, the text is tiny as well. Wow. I do plan on getting the Fairy Loot set because I think Fairy Loot have confirmed that they will do the second trilogy when the second trilogy is complete in the special editions. But I can't wait for that. Like, I need to read this so that I'm reading the last book when it's released. So I had to have a paperback set. This is 752 pages, but I'm gonna eat up every word, and the audiobooks for this series are really good as well. Remember I said I'm picky with audiobooks? These ones are real good. Thank you, Beth. That was like a real long-winded spiel I went on. But I just really love Red Rising, okay? Oh, what's this? Oh, who sent me this? Ben, you most precious sweet child, thank you. There's more in this than just the sweets, but honestly all you have to do to make me happy is feed me. Thank you so much, Ben. Oh my god, Ben also sent me The Shadowed Sun by N.K. Jemisin. Can you tell I'm getting a little bit tipsy as this video goes on? Hope you enjoyed this, Becca. Thank you for everything you do. You are amazing. Merry Christmas from Ben. Thank you, Ben. Ben's just like a little sweet cinnamon roll. So this one is book 2 in the Dreamland series. No, it's not. It's not at all. This is book 2 in the Dream Blood series by N.K. Jemisin, which is an adult fantasy duology. I have not read anything by N.K. Jemisin, but at this point I own 4 books by them, and I've heard amazing things. I don't really know what this is about aside from that the magic is surrounding dreams, but I think at this point I could tell you why I wanted this book, but I don't know if I can yet. So I'm making this really convoluted. I need this for a reason. I'm going to be reading this in the month of February. I cannot tell you why at the time of filming this, but if I can tell you at the time of posting this, I will put a link up here and you guys can find out why I need to read this, and I will be reading this in February. But thank you so much, Ben, for gifting it to me. Da, da, da. It doesn't have a pull tab on it. Oh, it does. Gift wrap. This one is from Larissa. Thank you so much. I fell in love with this book. I hope you do too. Well, that is ominous. What book is in here? It's a hardback. That's all I can tell. It's a bit creepy as well. Oh, it's Winter House by Ben Gutterson. I forgot that this was on my wish list. So this is a children's story, and I love children's book covers. I am obsessed with a lot of children's book covers, but I also accept I'm not the target audience for children's books, and a lot of them I'm not gonna like. So luckily for me, I'm friends with Gavin, and Gavin knows what kind of children's books I like. So when I saw this and was obsessed because the windows are like actually windows and it's printed underneath and it has gorgeous end papers, I asked Gavin if he thinks I would like it, and he thinks that I will. So I added it to my wish list. But this one says Orphan Elizabeth Summers's malevolent Aunt Purdy and Uncle Burlap ship her off to the ominous Winter House Hotel owned by the peculiar Norbridge Falls. Honestly, already am loving this vibe. Upon arrival, Elizabeth quickly discovers that Winter House has many charms, most notably its massive library. It's not long before she locates a magical book of puzzles that will unlock a mystery involving Norbridge and his sinister family. But as she uncovers the hotel's secrets, Elizabeth starts to realize that she is somehow connected to Winter House, for better or for worse. Mystery, adventure, and beautiful writing combine in this exciting debut set within a hotel full of secrets. Thank you so much, Larissa. I'm so excited. And this would be, oh, this would be good for Polathon when that happens next year. So I don't have many books for that, and it has winter in the title. So we're down to the final 2 now. These ones are chunky boys, so I'm excited to, I didn't bring any scissors because I forgot that I would need them. It's okay, I can just rip it open with my bare hands. It feels bad. I'm one of those people who rips the, like, pulls the wrapping paper at the edges and keeps it in one piece. So tearing boxes like this, it's hurting me a little bit, but I ain't getting up with nobody. Not when we're so close to the end. Okay, we have lots of gift wrap things in here, which already has me excited. So, these are from Ashlag. Thank you so much, my love. Another one of my patrons. Oh, this is shiny. Fool's Quest by Robin Hobb. I think I know what these are gonna be now. Let's see if my theory is correct. Fool's Assassin by Robin Hobb. Fool's Quest, Fool's Assassin. Assassin's Fate, I think, is what this one's gonna be called. Honestly, they're all the same, but with the words slightly rearranged, so I forget. Robin Hobb, which is the final book in the realm of the Elderlings. I can't believe that I only have 6 books left in this 15 book series. Like, it's intense, but oh Oh, they look good. Thank you so much, Ashley, for these. This is the entire final trilogy in the realm of the Elderlings. So the very first series in the realm of the Elderlings follows this boy called Fitz, who is the bastard son of the prince in waiting, Prince Chivalry, and his maternal grandfather decides that he wants rid of Fitz. So he sends him back to Chivalry, and Chivalry finds out that Fitz is coming and abdicates the throne in shame and just disappears. So Fitz ends up at the castle. Nobody really wants him. He's part of the nobility kind of because he's the prince's son, but he's also a bastard, so he's not really wanted there, and he's kind of raised by the stable master Burrick up until the king takes an interest in him and starts to train him to become the royal assassin. So every other trilogy, so trilogy 1, 3 and 5, this is trilogy 5 in the Elderling series, is about Fitz. Robin Hobb's books are so character driven, so emotional. She writes anything to do with pain and emotion and mental health so well. I'm so not ready to sob through the end of this, but thank you so much to Ashley for sending these to me. I can't believe we're nearly there. With this video and also with the realm of the Elderlings, I'm so excited but so scared to finish this series. It will be the greatest achievement of my reading career, finishing the entire realm of the Elderlings, and then maybe I'll feel brave enough to tackle like Wheel of Time or something. Although to be fair, I'm getting on with the Cosmere, so I'm doing well. I mean, it's called Assassin's Fate, so that automatically means that it can't be good. I truly love how my fringe is gathering in like 2 points here, like I'm part of some 90s boy band or something. I'm actually real proud of that one. Oh, this is already a box of goodies. These are from Lamia. Thank you so much, my love. You went above and beyond with this. Wow. Thank you. This is, so we have, I'm not going to open these because they're all packaged together, but these are Nespresso coffee capsules. Thank you. I got an espresso machine recently and I am obsessed. We have Lindt chocolates, another one of my favorite chocolates. Now if you're still watching, another one of my favorite chocolates. I like pralines and truffles and stuff. Pralines, and also It Happened One Summer by Tess Bailey, which Aaron from Books and Busy recommended. Oh god, everything's everywhere. Recommended to me because she knows, you know, she knows I love some romance, and I feel like if Aaron loved this, it must be good because Aaron is incredibly difficult to please. But this one is a grumpy sunshine romance. I've never read anything by Tessa Bailey. My accent's popping out here. I've never read anything by Tessa Bailey, and I've heard that a ton of her books are good, including like Fix Her Up and whatever the other book in that series is. Does it tell me in here? I don't think it does. What is it with books? Just not like, oh yeah, no, there's a lot. They're all there. Ooh, that's spine crack. I can't even see the books that I'm looking for on this list. But there's Fix Her Up and there's something else. Oh, they're right at the top. Lover or Loser, Tools of Engagement. Those ones I've heard really good things about. And Aaron said that this is really good. So this is about a girl who is fashionable and influential, and her reputation as a wild child means the paparazzi are constantly on her heels. So I believe that her father cuts her off and sends her to this like quiet fishing town where she meets this grumpy ass fisherman, and it's a romance between them. Honestly, like just I don't love illustrated covers like this, but look at that guy. I like that guy. Whoever illustrated him did a really good job. So thank you very much, Lamia, for that little gift package. And that is, as far as I'm aware, the last one. I'm just gonna do a quick little scout around to make sure. Yeah, as far as I can see, that is all of the packages. I've managed to get them all. So once again, thank you so much to everybody who's gifted me something in this video. I know that I am blessed with so many wonderful people in this community and a wonderful, wonderful group of patrons as well, because a lot of these were from my patrons. So thank you so, so much to every single person who send something that was featured in this video. If you didn't send something featured in this video, I am still incredibly thankful to you guys for watching this video, supporting my channel, as I said at the beginning, liking things, commenting, just being here. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm just blown away once again. My heart is full. I love this kind of time of year, and you guys know me, I'm not soppy. I'm absolutely not soppy. But these videos and just this time of year, I'm just feeling a type of way, guys. So thank you. That's all I'm trying. I don't know how to say it anymore, but thank you. So I'm like getting tipsy now. I kind of want to eat some of these, can't lie. Thank you, Ben. And I also want to go read a heckin' ton of books before I have to go to bed and carry on with Christmas prep again for yet another day until Christmas. So thank you guys for watching this video. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas. I hope that you have the best Christmas or the best holidays that you've ever had in your entire damn life. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a big old like. Subscribe if you wanna see me read these books. Sometime in the next 50 years I will have read all of these books. I'm tipsy as hell, so I'm gonna go now. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you wanna. You head to my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those. There's also a link, don't even know what my bit is anymore. You'll also find a link to my Bookish candle website, the Instagram for that, and a 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today, guys. Merry Christmas. Hope you have the best time of your lives. Bye.
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.